Wholeness and blessings. Hey y'all, hey. So, just because this is how me documenting the things that I've experienced as far as spirituality. Ouch, the little baby is pulling my hair. I wanted to document this real quick. So, what's been on my mind really heavy is me going into my different lives. I've been to 3 past lives that I can remember. One was connected to the journey that I went on with Anubis and that meditation, and I saw myself preparing a body for the embalming process and really death. So I know that I worked with um, the dead at one point. I also had a flashback of me being a dressmaker. For some reason, I feel like I was deaf. And I got this from going into a meditation. I wasn't looking, I don't think I was looking for anything in particular, but I was in a meditation and I kept having these flashes of these really, really beautiful pastel colors. And it seemed like I was in like the Victorian era, when women wore really big poofy dresses, and I was like known for the colors that I would utilize. Um, and I was like, yeah, I was just like this known dressmaker. And I also went into a past life where I told you guys before when I went into the past life, and I was a divinator, and I was throwing bones, and I was like in this cave, and I was well known again necromancing. So it's funny how 2 of my past lives involved dealing with death and the dead. But in that particular life, I was an older woman. I actually saw her. The funny thing is, the other 3 past life experiences I had, they were more so, um, like from my perspective looking out. So I was just looking around me at the things that were happening around me. With this other perspective of this elder woman, who was a divinator, I actually sat in front of her and she told me, or not told me, I just knew. One thing about when you go into meditations and when you go into on these different spiritual journeys, just eating my hair. When you go on these different spiritual journeys, you realize just kind of like things are telepathically transmitted to you, if that makes sense. It's not like a thing where nobody's actually blatantly telling you these things. You just know. I'm being attacked right now. So, get some of these hairs. Stop getting hair up here. You can have long hair. Just don't get the short hair in the top. Okay. So, yeah. So, that was the second, or the third one. So, I guess it was more than that. I don't know. And I do remember a fourth one. So, the fourth one, I collected a lot of dolls. And like I said, some of these experiences, well, 3 of the experiences, I was just like in the body looking out. And then the other experience, I was more so like sitting in front of myself, being told exactly, being told who I was, and kind of like receiving information from this version of myself. And then the other one, I was some type of, like, I was a white lady. I knew that much. But I collected a lot of dolls. Like, that was like a hobby of mine. I just had mad dolls, like, everywhere. It was creepy. Um, but yeah. And again, the way that I've come to find these things out is just through general meditation. Yeah, meditation, visualizations, things that I've never seen before, different things flash into my mind's eye, different things are shown to me, and I just, it's interpreted for me, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to document that, and I'm out. Wholeness and blessings.